Good morning, everyone. Happy day. So much positive energy today, I do have to say. It really helps when you have people in your life who come out of nowhere to support you. It helps a lot. It's a lot easier to have higher energy when you know you have people in your corner, that just love and support you for who you are. It feels good. Feels really good. So thank you. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe because the more the merrier. Yeah, today is a lot better day than I've been having. My girl, Conscious Queen, she is just such a gift to us all. I can't believe that. No, I understand why I was chosen to be her mother. I understand why she chose me. She's an inspiration every single day. And then, my oldest son, he is getting his wisdom teeth out today, so I get to spend a little time with him. And, well, it's, I like to know his perspective on the world. We don't agree on everything, but he really is a deep thinker and intuitively has some really incredible philosophies. And whether or not we agree on everything or not, that's not the point. I get to learn his perspective on the world, sorry. So we were having this chat this morning about I am a god. Obviously, I'm the goddess of radical self-love for Mecca, make everyone count always, and for you. Each one of us, we are God. There's God within each and every one of us. We've been told that by every single religion. God is within your heart. We have an oversoul. We have magical powers of existence, of being on the materialized world. It's an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here in whatever form. So, I don't know where that came from. So, signs everywhere, signs, they're everywhere. And especially yesterday, let me finish my deal, but, I was talking to him about each one of us got to come here and experience life as source. We are source. We are God. God is within us. We as source get to view the world from these eyes. I get to view the world from these eyes, and you get to view the world from those eyes. So we don't all see the same thing. We don't all see the same colors. We don't all see the same view when we wake up in the morning. Nope. So it's really important that I ask you, what are you seeing? What does the world look like from your perspective? But that all goes back to this being open to receive. So maybe I should keep on talking about being open, putting your sails up to being open to receive, right? So, receive better, receive different, receive more, receive new. Being open to receiving somebody else's perspective, what they see, what they feel. It doesn't matter if you're not seeing the same thing. It's just amazing that you can even learn what their perspective is because you guys don't have the same view of the world. You're seeing the world through a different lens than I am, right? So it's kind of cool. And then, well, I'll tell you about what I saw yesterday. That was kind of funny. But, you know, the signs. You have to be awake and open to receive messages in many different forms. But you have to open your sail to receive, to see those forms. So, yes. Here we go. And it's again, yeah. Meditations from Conversations with God by Neale Donald Walsch. I hope you all are having as great of a day as I am. I can so feel the energy moving. I'm sorry, Scorpios, but every time around this year, it's a really hard year for me. Or time of year. I mean, I'm water. I'm a Cancer. I'm a crab. But every time we go into Scorpio, it's like, I thought I was already in some deep-ass waters. But you guys really push it all year long. We got a lot to learn from you. So, I think it's kind of the pulling back until we get into Sagittarius, where we can finally fly. You know, the arrow gets to finally fly because you've been pulled so far back that you can't take it anymore. So, I'm ready to fly. Are you ready to fly? Here we go. You are telling me that you haven't always gotten what you wanted, yet I am here to tell you that you've always gotten what you called for. Your life is always a result of your thoughts about it. Well, that's pretty scary in my last video. I do know this. It's just really difficult at times not to get sucked in. You know, it's okay. It's all about learning and growing and accepting the way things are. And once you can do that, you can be open to receiving change, new, better, different, more. Yeah, I know I can't sit still ever. I know. I get it. So, yesterday, it was so cool because while I was sitting at my daughter's school waiting for her to get out of the car, it takes her a while. It's okay. She's helped me realize that you have to slow down in life. Can't always be so pushy and want things right now. So, I'm watching this blue jay who, it was so funny. People kept walking by it, never, not seeing it. And he was like, hey, look at me, look at me. I've never seen it before, like a blue jay doing this. And he'd go out, and then he'd come back to the next person, look at me, look at me. Nobody would look. So it was kind of like, I felt like it was a show for me. And then when I get home, I saw both the blue jay, again, staring at me in my window. It was just staring at me. And then it went up the tree and climbed over the little tree branch. It's staring at me like, hi, how are you? Then I say a cardinal. I mean, it's like, hi. Are you guys wanting to tell me something? I guess so. I just thought it was kind of fun. But, you know, forgot my magic stick. things have been, stressful. You all know, because, I tell you what's been up the whole time. And kept seeing the number 444. Woke up, 444. Then I kept seeing 888. And, just a constant supply of universal life forces telling me you are on the right track. You're on the right track. Just keep on following your knowing, and we'll help you along the way. It's all been designed, through the higher powers. So anytime I'm having a really hard time, it's only because I'm not being open to receiving the messages in whatever form they're coming, even if that's resistance from my own kids, and even though there is a sadness involved, like I said, it helps, the contrast helps. It helps to progress you into that higher energy field so that you can, recognize the differences and why I'm doing this, why it's so important. And I really did think it was about caregivers and care receivers, but maybe it's more than that, Maybe people need to hear about radical self-love more than anything. Maybe there's a lot of people. Maybe it's not just caregivers and care receivers, but we all are caregivers and care receivers. So I'm not really, pigeonholing us. We're all caregivers and care receivers, every single one of us. We all care for one another, and we all receive from one another. The Hood Mystic yesterday was talking about how none of this would work if we were not looking out for one another. Even if it's you driving, you have to trust that people are not just going to run you off the road. So we're all working in unison together all the time. So even if you feel alone, you're never alone. We're all part of Source. And so we obviously feel alone at times because we've been separated from our oneness, we think, because we're in these, skin suits. So it automatically makes us feel not connected to others. But one day we're going to unzip the suit and we're going to step out and we'll just be part of the energy again, part of the oneness. But we still are. We just have to be able to recognize the signs that say, keep going, stay on your path, and recognize the signs when you're not on your path. If things keep on happening that tell you this isn't your path, then maybe it's not your path. So Friday or Saturday, one of the two, the caregiver crates, but I think really we might even change the name to Radical Self-Love Self-Care Kits. Something like that, because more than ever do I see the need for self-care, for self-love, for self-reassurance, real esteem, higher esteem, not from an outside influence. I don't need anybody to tell me I'm amazing. I know it. I've lived this life. I've earned the title of Goddess of Radical Self-Love, believe me. And if you follow my book, The Snake That Never Sheds, on our Patreon channel, you will definitely learn about how much it took for me to finally stand in my power at 41. You don't have to wait so long. I can help you if you need it. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just want to watch it for entertainment because I'm kind of entertaining. I mean, we all know it. I'm not afraid of being me. And this is me. I just tell my truth. And I want you to tell your truth to yourself. You don't have to do it like this. But if you want to do it like this, I would love for you to join our network and do it like this. On the Mecca Maslow grid, we can set you up with that. The Conscious Queen can right away if you want to just email us. We want to, I don't know what's wrong with my voice. Sorry, just a second. I'm kind of getting used to my own coffee. And it's literally from the dollar store. It's not bad. Really, honestly. And then I saw a line at Starbucks, which normally I don't even have the line because I just do it from my app. But I was like, I got my coffee already. So funny. But at least I'm appreciating. I'm looking for the positives. I'm appreciating what I have. Like, I appreciate this home. I appreciate the friends that are in my life. I appreciate my amazing family. Even if times they don't appreciate me, it's okay. It's okay. I just want them to learn to appreciate themselves. That's what matters most. So if they're loving themselves, if they're doing what they can for themselves, if they're out there reaching for their dreams, then I'm good. That's all that matters to me. So I don't want to do a long video today because I am going to be working a bit on the Maslow for the Mecca Maslow Motivational Map, which is also on the Patreon. I believe you can get the map and all the directions for $10, but the Conscious Queen handles that stuff. Yes, and I also am going to be doing some more work on the crates. So Friday or Saturday. I believe it will be Saturday. So let's go ahead and do our deprogramming. I want to talk about yesterday's for a second. You know, I am never upset for the reason I think. I used it so many times, and I know it says like 3 or 4 times during the day is enough. I even used it this morning. And when we like for me, when I started recognizing like what the upsets were, even the small, and realized they're all coming from the same place, I really do think it's about this, for me, like an anxiety. And it does have, like, that's why I was talking about the fact that we're not separated when we think we are, because we're all source. We're all God. We're all goddesses. We're all one. So I think that's what was that's what the main deal was feeling separated from my children and feeling that disconnect is really what was getting me so upset. And it's so funny how, like, even sitting in traffic, you know, that anxiety, just like, oh, I can't take it anymore. It's what is it that we want? It's peace. It's peace, it's joy, it's stillness at the same time, wanting experience. But we want to do that in a way that feels united as one. So I think like for me, I think that's why at times I have a hard time with religion is it feels at times like so separated. You believe that way, I believe that way, so we can't be one. And I was saying to my son this morning, I really wish we had more, instead of so many churches or, you know, religious institutions, that we would have more community centers and community events where we don't even have to deal with the religion. We can just deal in our community. We can deal with our real, true family, which is every single one of us, and learn each other's perspectives and views because we each are viewing from a different lens. But if you're not involved in a religious organization, sometimes I think it's hard to feel connected because you want that community feeling. You want those things. But you don't want to have to commit yourself, some of us, to a religious dogma. I'm sorry. I just don't want to be programmed. I have lived enough life to know my knowing. And I love religious texts. I love books. I love people's different perspectives and views. And I want to learn all about them. I just don't want to be excluded if I don't believe exactly the same thing. And I don't want anybody else to feel that way ever. That's why Mecca, make everyone count always. Because I don't want anyone to feel alone. And you're not, ever. Anytime, email me. Comment, like and share. Tell everybody that you want to be part of a community. This is part of a community. Being here is a community. So, yeah. I think I'm upset. Let me see. That was yesterday's. I am never upset for the reason I think. Yeah. I think it's about the feelings of being alone, the feelings of lack, the feelings of not having peace. You know, it really is our original being is being disrupted at times because we want to be in center. For me, anyway, that's my perspective. Please share your own. I welcome your comments, likes and shares, and obviously donations. Please. If you like these videos, you should be at least donating a tiny bit. Even $1 helps. Yeah. We will greatly appreciate it. I'll probably cry, as you know, because I'm a bit of a crybaby. It's alright. So, lesson 6 of A Course in Miracles, or what I like to call deprogramming. We have enough programming. TV programming, media programming, social media programming, religious programming, educational programming, blah, blah, blah. Deprogramming. Here, now. Lesson 6. I am upset because I see something that is not there. Aha. Yeah. I see that. Yeah, I get it. I like this one because just like I was upset yesterday, what was I not seeing? What was I not seeing? What haven't I been seeing with my kids, right? Let's just say that. What haven't I been seeing that I used to see? The closeness, the hugs, the love, the everything. Like, mommy is everything. She is amazing. That's what I used to hear. That's what it used to be. A hug right away when they walk through the door. Like, pick me up and actually pick me up and hug me so much that I get back cracks at the same time. So that is what it was, okay? I am upset because I see something that is not there, right? If you're stuck in traffic and you're getting annoyed, what are you not seeing that isn't there? What are you seeing that isn't there, right? The fastest way home, your peace, your calm, your couch, your dinner. Or at times for me, you know, because I'm seeing something, a lot of things that used to be there that aren't, which I knew when I changed, when I left behind that life, that I was going to not see a lot of those things that I used to see and had grown so comfortable and so confident about, and that being my personality. But obviously, This is my personality, so I can still see that. It's not that something isn't there. This is always here. Well, personality, persona, so that kind of changes, but my beingness, remember? Because we're human beings, there's somebody being the human. The being, always there. The exercises with this idea are very similar to the preceding ones. Again, it is necessary to name both the form of upset, anger, fear, worry, depression, and so on, and the perceived source very specifically for any application of the idea. For example, I am angry at blank because I see something that is not there. I am worried about blank because I see something that is not there. And I would say that one for a lot of us, a lot of people, I am worried about blank because I see something that is not there. That is an easy one to fill in at times when you're talking about financial lack or any lack at all. That one is a really easy one to turn back to, I am worried. So we'll keep reading and see what they say about this. Today's idea is useful for application to anything that seems to upset you, and it can properly be used throughout the day for that purpose. Profitably be used throughout the day for that purpose. I don't know if I've ever heard that word. However, the 3 or 4 practice periods which are required should be preceded by a minute or so of mind searching as before, and the application of the idea to each upsetting thought uncovered in your search. Again, if you resist applying the idea to something upsetting thoughts more to others, remind yourself of the 2 cautions stated in the previous lesson. There are no small upsets. They are all equally disturbing to my peace of mind, and I cannot keep this form of upset and let the others go. For the purposes of these exercises, then, I will regard them all as the same. I am upset because I need to turn off those notifications. I learned how to do it myself. Yeah, okay. I am upset because I see something that is not there. Right now, I love my little waterfall, but it is driving me kind of crazy because it's upsetting my peace, for real. So I'll have to turn that off, while I'm doing this from now on. But, alright, I'm going to be working on the Maslow for our caregivers and care receivers. That's all of you. We're all caregivers. Even if you're a care receiver, you get it. So I'm really talking about everybody. So don't think that this is just about some employment group, which it is, because the direct care workers, for sure, I'm talking to you. We, because I am you, I'm an overall caregiver. I always have been. I raised my little sisters. I raised a beautiful family. I raised quite a few men whose mamas did it. It's kind of hard to undo some of that work. Hopefully some of them have grown up. Or will. So, caregivers of the world, look for the feeling of the things that you want, instead of worrying about the things that aren't here yet. Search for that feeling. Make a vision board, an actual vision board, if there is something you want. So, let's say you want to go on vacation, you want to move, you want a different job, you want a family, you want a home, You want a new car. You want money. $1 million. Make the vision board. Post it up. Pinterest is awesome. You can follow me on there too. I have lots of amazing vision boards. I thought I could have turned into a mermaid, but I know they exist because I found one in Hawaii before. Yeah, I did. So, then, that's not where you stop. You have to know the feeling. The feeling. What will it feel like? And then, find those words. Find those feelings. And put those feelings across your vision board. And if you really want to get into it, if you really want it so much, your intention is to have that. Oh my gosh, the little bird's back. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn. I hope you guys could see him. I can't tell. Oh my God, my life is so cool sometimes, for real. Yeah. See that? That says, you're on the right track. You are. The feeling. What is the feeling you want from that family? What is the feeling you want from that new car? What is the feeling you want? Or you have? Don't actually think of the feeling. Actually feel the feeling. Feel the feeling. Meditate on that feeling. Close your eyes. Let go of everything. And feel the feeling that will deliver your intention. Yeah. I'm telling you. I know I've had some issues because of the manifestations I produced, because not everybody's happy. They didn't have the feeling of me being here and them being out there. I get it. I get it. But there's more. There's more coming. In the care crate. In the radical self-love, self-care crate that you need and deserve, just like I do. Yeah. We all need to love on ourselves as much as possible. And we can't expect other people to. We need to do it. And then other people will come to you. They'll come to you. And they'll love on you too. Because they want some more of that. They want some more energy that says, love me. Because I love myself. That's right. So those are your messages from Source. Not from me. Because I'm just a human being. I'm just sitting in this chair. Somebody else is telling you. And I'm just so honored to be able to be the conduit. So, I love you. Have a wonderful day. Do lots of self-care. Make sure you're taking baths and getting massages, even if it's from your best friend or yourself, because I do them all the time with these big-ass angel wings on my back. I need to do my own massages constantly, and it's all good because I'm loving on myself like I want you to. Bye. Love you all.